Hey y'all, I called my Dallas and my William, or didn't call them, I texted them because they are coming tonight. It'll be late after supper, so they told me not to cook supper. But I also asked them, I said, well, listen, what do y'all want to eat when you do come? So here's what they said. William said, I want chicken salad and I want dumplings. That's the two things, chicken and dumplings. That's what I want. I said, all right. So then I texted Dallas, and I said, what do you want? Because you know, y'all, if you're like me, you don't mind cooking. I don't mind cooking. But it's picking out what you want to cook is the main thing. And you want to pick out something that they like. Can y'all see down in this sink? Let me get down here like that, and then y'all can see me and the chicken. So I bought a big fat chicken, and I am cutting some stuff off of him that looks bad. In other words, here's some skin that doesn't look too, as Mama would say. And then on the ends of the legs, I got this little bit off. That's a little skin right there. You don't want that either. So anyway, I'm washing my chicken good, and I'm going to put it in a boiler over here, and I'm fixing to boil it whole. I also bought 3 extra chicken breasts to so my chicken salad will be big, okay? Because William, the age he is, he's 15, and y'all, he can eat a ton of food. I mean a ton. There's the heart. I knew it would be in there somewhere. I kept feeling around in there, trying to find it. Let's see what's in this end. Y'all, make sure you take out whatever's in the chicken. They're going to have some good stuff down here. There it is. That is a liver, a neck, a gizzard. That's what that is. And it's still kind of frozen, so I'll just sit it to the side. We'll cut off that hunk of fat right there. All right, so wash your chicken on the inside real good, and then on the outside, cut off anything that you think doesn't look just like you want it to, and put it, there's a piece of gizzard, put it in your hot water over here, or your water that you fixed to be hot, and we're going to boil it slowly. I'm not going to put those chicken breasts in right now because they don't take as long. And I want this to cook a long time because I want the bone broth from those chicken legs and all this chicken to be in the broth, because that's what I'm going to make my dumplings with, and it won't be good. You know, some people think you can make chicken and dumplings out of all breast. Well, let me tell you, breast meat is drier than your dark meat. And it doesn't make it good broth. It doesn't make good broth. But it makes great chicken salad. So that's why I did that. So I'm going to go over here to my stove now, and I'm going to put this chicken in it, in this pot. I've got it turned on high. Just drop him down in there. And I've got him covered in however high up that water came, it covered my chicken, and that's what I want too. I want to cover my chicken. I'll cook some of this part right here for my supper. The liver and gizzard and all that stuff, so it won't go to waste. Anyway, I didn't tell you what Dallas wanted, did I? So here's what he wants. He said he wanted meatloaf, green butter beans, cream-style corn, cabbage, and regular cornbread. So that's what we're going to have too. We're not having all this at the same time. Like tomorrow for lunch, we're going to do that chicken salad. And then I'll already have my chicken left for the dumplings that we'll have that night. And I'm going to save all that broth. When I get through cooking it, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, and I'll have my broth already done. So this can be done ahead of time. And I'm also going to get my dumpling dough made up here in just a little bit and cover it with some wrap and put it in the refrigerator, so then when it gets time to cook them, all I got to do is roll it out and throw it in the pot. Because when you got company coming, you don't want to spend all your time in the kitchen cooking. You want to have some of it, whatever you can have, already made. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to video all the little different things I'm going to be doing. And then I'm going to try to put them together in some sort of fashion that you can use. In other words, I'm going to show you how to make the chicken salad. I'm going to show you, hopefully, I don't know if I can do all this. I'm going to show you how to make the dumplings, how to drop them in and all that. Then I'll try to show you how to make the meatloaf and different things, okay? That's what I'm going to try to do. So come here and look and see what I bought today at the market. This is the first one I bought this year. I bought a big old fat watermelon. William loves watermelons. I'm going to let y'all guess how much I paid for this thing. It ought to be good, that's all I can say. I paid right at $10 for that one watermelon. I'm not going to waste a bit of it. I'm going to eat it down till it's just to the white. And I also bought this. Come on in here. I'll show you what I bought in here. Let me turn the light on where we can see what we're seeing. Okay. I bought some tomatoes. I bought 2 lemons. I bought this many peaches, 6 peaches, 1 apple, but I bought that to go in the chicken salad. And I bought a cantaloupe. It smells so good. I love it. Do y'all eat pepper on your cantaloupe? Oops. Well, I do. So anyway, what we're going to do, we've got our chicken in our pot right here. I fix to put a top on it. And when it comes to a good boil, I'm going to turn it down real low because I don't want all that good broth to boil away. I want it to where we can use it. And then, I don't know what I'll do next. We'll see. Okay, I'll talk to you in a little bit, or an hour or so, or whatever. Bye. Good morning, sweet friends. Y'all know we cooked that chicken the other day. We just boiled him up and just getting ready for Dallas and William to come. And so today I'm making the dumplings. So I want to talk to you about it because some of you are new followers and you just don't know how to make a dumpling. First of all, you boil your chicken and get your broth. I'm trying to get this back hot because I boiled it the other day and saved my broth. So I've got this pan about half full of chicken broth. You need all-purpose flour. Now, most of you are using White Lily. If you can't find that in your state, which some of you cannot, then use whatever you can find, but you want to make sure that it's all-purpose. What all-purpose means is that your dough hasn't got anything, your flour doesn't have anything in it to make it rise. In other words, these are going to be flat dumplings. They kind of look like a noodle. But they don't taste like a noodle, but that's what they look like. If you put self-rising flour in there, your dumplings are going to puff up. And there are times when you want it to do that, like cooking biscuits. So what I've done is I've just put me I'll put me a bunch of flour in here. I don't know, it's probably 4 or 5 cups. I'm not using it all. I've just put it in here to have my bird nest. The bird nest is when you take your hand and really push hard around in your flour to make a hard spot. Then you're going to take a solid grease, okay? According to how many dumplings you're making. You know, we're not measuring now, y'all. We're not measuring. And you're not going to mess up. I'm not going to make that many today, so I'm just going to use 1 egg size. Look, it looks about the size of a big egg, doesn't it? In my bird nest. Take whole buttermilk, shake it up good. That's to get all the stuff that's at the bottom up, because sometimes the top will get kind of watery. Put you some in there. I don't know. I think I'll start with about a cup. That's about a cup and a half, really, right there. All right, here we go. Don't use this hand. If you're left-handed, you can. Just use one hand. This got grease on it. Take that and make sure that you're going to squash this grease up in that buttermilk. You're going to take this finger right here, your pointer, and you're going to pull in extra flour and the back side of your hand into that bird nest, okay? You're going to work that flour and that grease and that buttermilk up together. That's all that's in it. No salt, no butter, no anything. All you want is that, what I told you. Now, don't skip on the amount of flour that you put in there. I may have to put more. I don't like to do that. You need a bowl. It's only got plain flour in it. And that'll be to make your pies and to make your pie crust and your dumplings and that stuff that you don't want rising. All right, see how it's doing now? See that? It's not near stiff enough. So I'm going to add more flour. You want a stiff dough so that when we roll it out, it doesn't stick to the surface, okay? Hope y'all are having a good day today. Now you could, your broth over here, I'm making chicken and dumplings. My Hannah, she loves ham dumplings. In other words, sometimes when I cook a big ham, I boil the bone and the fat and the whatever's left on it and get me some ham broth. And I make them dumplings the exact same way. And I just make ham dumplings instead of chicken and dumplings. She loves them. Yeah, I should have put more flour in this bowl because I hadn't got enough to work with. All right, but anyway, there's my roll of dumplings right there. See, you want it stiff. Just keep working it, pulling it in. And in a minute, we're fixed to put it on our board right here and work it some more. All right, so it's getting kind of stiff. Do you see how it's kind of getting hard, stiff? This is the time you want to take it out of your flour and put it on your surface. So here we go. I'm going to take this other hand and make me some so it won't stick. And I'm going to take my dough out, put it right there. Take me some flour and put on this hand and rub these two together to get this off of my hand where I can work. See how that works? Just take a little flour and put on it. That's all you do. Like that. Okay? Now, I am going to push and shove and hit and bang and whatever till this thing gets stiff. Mama used to put a little bit of salt on hers, but I'm going to put enough salt in that broth that I won't need to. If it doesn't taste rich enough, I got a measured spoon thing in there because a while ago I got something on it and I thought, well, I'm going to put it in there, some of my broth grease. Yeah. Y'all just take your fist and hit in and fold it over and mash. Put some more. What you're trying to do is work it, and if you feel any sticky, which I do, I put a little bit more flour until you get you a dough ball that's good and hard. Okay, that's all you do. All right, let me keep going. See how I'm working it? This is good for your muscles, your upper body. Push and push. We're getting our exercise this morning. That's what we're doing. I slept so good last night. I went to bed and just put my feet under that cover, and I'm telling you, I went to sleep so quickly. You know, on biscuits, you don't like to work the dough much because you want them fluffy and tender. But these, you want them to not come apart. All right, I think we're about there. So what I'm going to do now is this. We'll put a little flour all over here because I fixed to roll these little jewels out. All right, I'm going to divide mine in half like this because my chocolate block is not as big as some of you have. Put your little flour on your rolling pin. Put that thing right there, and we're going to start rolling it out. I'm going to turn y'all down where you can see just a little bit better. I'm going to roll it out. Now, if it starts sticking to this, you know that you don't have enough flour. So if that's the case, just roll it back up, put more flour on it, and then start again. I think mine's going to be right. Or it doesn't seem like it's trying to stick. All right, here's the secret in rolling your dough. You want it paper thin. Paper thin. It doesn't matter if it's pretty or what. You want it paper thin. So that when you drop them in there, they remain thin. Push down hard. Push out, push out, push out. Like that. Okay. Now remember, your broth could be anything. It could be neck bone. Mama used to buy, neck bone. That was from a pig. She'd boil those neck bones and make dumplings. Or you make chicken and dumplings. You make ham and dumplings. And this is how you make the dumplings for a cobbler, like a peach cobbler or a blackberry cobbler. They have dumplings in it and a lot of juice. That's how you make a real cobbler. It's not thick like a pudding. It's thin and watery with dumplings in it. And juice. The juice is one of the best parts. All right. When you drop a dumpling in your broth, it needs to be a rolling boil, which mine is not yet, but it's getting close. And seeing as how I never did salt and pepper this, I'm going to do it now. Some of y'all, you may want to use, and I don't have any, but you may want to use, well, I need to put some more pepper in that. You may want to use white pepper because that way your dumplings will be prettier. I don't have any. All right, take your spatula. Let me find the one I want. What I did with it. Let me find it. Just give me a minute. I think I fried eggs in it this morning. Here it is. Let me wash it off. Because this is the one I want to use today. It's thin and it'll work real good. All right. All right, this is about a rolling boil. What I'm going to do is take this spatula. You could use a sharp knife or something like that, but I'll show you the reason I'm using a spatula. Okay? And we'll stick this down in my flour so it won't, my dumplings won't stick to it. Get me some flour on it. Like that. All right, here we go. We're going to cut our dumplings up. I'm cutting it with a corner of my spatula. I don't know. They don't have to be perfect. Mine's probably look like 3/4 of an inch or something like that. It doesn't really matter. And here's hoping that it's not sticking to the surface. All right, cut your other way so that they're about, these are about 3 inches long or something like that. I don't know. And so here's the reason I use this. Because when I pick my dumplings up, I go under it with the side of my spatula like that. And hold my hand here and pick them up. That way I'm getting a bunch at one time. Now, if you don't have a chopping block, you probably need to make your dumplings on the counter right beside the pot that you're going to put them in. And that way it'll work better. Alright, it's about at a rolling boil now, I see. Whoop. So I'm going to start dropping them in. All right, let me get another one. That one fell off. I'll just do it separately. Like this. See how they're not sticking to the surface? And see how I've got them on there? For me, this works better. But if you're right beside yours on your counter, then that's good. Somebody was talking about my chopping block the other day, and they said they found a really beautiful one. It was tall and old and great. Wanted $700, and what did I think? And I said, I think I'd buy it. Yes, that's a lot of money. It is. But I can say this. That chopping block is going to be with you all your life. It ain't going to tear up. If it's an old good one, it's not going to tear up. Your kids can use it after you're dead and gone. And then here's the other thing about it. We spend so much money on junk that winds up in a yard sale. Of plastic and all that kind of junk. That when you buy something really good, it is going to last, y'all. It's going to last. Like good furniture. If you don't have enough money, buy one piece of something. And it's going to be with you your entire life. All right, here we go. I'm going to put the rest of them in. And then I'm going to roll that one out and put it in. Which I'm not going to let you watch me do that because the video will be too long. But I'm going to. That one that you see over there, I'm going to roll it out just like I did this one. And I'm going to try to do it quickly so that they cook the same amount of time. This will be some good eating. All right, that's the last of that. And I am going to let that be cooking, and then I'm fixing to roll this out right here. I need some more flour on my surface. Then I'll get back with y'all. You know how to do it now. You know how to do it. So let me finish my work. All right, y'all. The dumplings are ready. William's going to do my taste test today. Here they are. Look at that.
Looks
Get
good.
a spoon out over there or a fork, whatever you want.
I'm going to get a fork because that's what we need to eat with.
Okay. All right, come on over here. Stand right here in front of them. Uh-oh. Hey, y'all. I'm going to have to put you back and pull this up. Lord, he's tall. You got to hold the dumpling. Look at that, y'all. See how good it looks.
Give me 1 second.
All right. Show that they can't see it. See, that's the thing. They want to see what you're doing. Go
Add
ahead and
some
put...
salt and pepper.
He adds just a little salt and then a lot of pepper. He likes pepper on his. All right, let me push it back where they can see. They can't even see. He's so tall, y'all, that this is what happens. See the difference? Y'all ever heard of that? Is it hot? Oh,
It's really good.
All right, now tell them what they need to do.
Y'all need to learn how to make this because nothing can beat this. This stuff's delicious.
See there, y'all. Look at that good dumpling. And then that good chicken broth. You can't beat it. Listen, so y'all making some dumplings. We love you. Have a great day. And remember, I love you, but who else loves you?
Me.
And who else?
God.
That's right. The Lord loves you, y'all. Whether you love him or not, whether you believe or not, he loves you. He wants you to love him back. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.